Hi everyone, Mr. Silwa here, and this is the recording for day 7 of our keyboarding unit in Computer Applications and Business 2. So in the last class, we talked about symbols and typing symbols on your keyboard. Remember, we're not going to test you on these, but instead, you need to know where they're at just in case you do need to use them. Some of them, like punctuation symbols, you're going to use a lot. Others of them, like dashes and things, you only need to use those when you really need them. So, um, just know where they're at, but you really don't have to worry about them too much. Um, we also talked about stretching to reach those fingers and which fingers cover those keys, mostly your pinkies. Okay. All right, so the objectives and standards for this lesson, we're going to talk about how to demonstrate proper hand positioning for numeric keypad entries and symbol keyboarding. So this lesson is going to talk about the number keypad. However, I do recognize that some people do not have one, especially if you have a laptop. So we'll talk a little bit about how I want you to do this. Really, it's going to be, do you know where the numbers are and do you know where the symbols are? That's it, okay? We'll talk about it. So the number pad looks like this. On keyboards, it's usually an extension afterwards. Um, you usually can find separate number pads online if you really need one or want one. But I like them because they're easier for me, especially if I'm doing a lot of calculations or stuff in Excel. However, some people don't really like them or want to use them, and that's totally fine too. But for this course, you do need to know about it and at least know where the locations of the keys are. So we'll talk about that. All right, to type the number pad, this is my favorite. I love typing the number pad, as I just said. So it's really simple. When you are using the number pad, you're going to put your 3 fingers, and it's usually separate from your keypad or your keyboard. So this is usually only if you're typing numbers. You'll take your right hand and you'll put it onto the keypad for the number pad. It goes, your middle finger goes directly on 5, and there's a little bump on it like the J and F keys. So your middle finger goes on the 5, your index finger goes on the 4, and your ring finger goes on the 6. So this one only uses about 3 to 4 fingers. Your 3 main fingers, your pinky can be used if you need to or want to, and then your right thumb is responsible for some other keys, but we'll talk about that. All right, to type the rest of the number pad, for your index finger, it's going to go up to 7 and down to 1. Your middle finger goes up to 8 and down to 2, so it covers that whole column. And the same thing for your ring finger, it types 9 and 3. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6 in the middle, and 7, 8, 9 at the top. Okay, so to type the rest of the math operations, your middle finger will go up to the divide, which is a slash. Your ring finger will also go up to hit the multiplication, that's the star, and your ring finger will go down to the decimal point or the period. You can also use your thumb if you get comfortable with it, that's fine too. Your pinky finger for addition, you can use your ring finger if you want, but the pinky finger will make your life easier. And you can also use it for some, or you can even use your thumb for some as well. Okay. Index finger goes down to 0, or you can use your thumb as well. Thumb will probably help you out. All right, so since some of you don't have a number pad, that's totally fine. I'm not going to worry about you having to learn how to type this too much. Just know where they're at, and that's really it. I really just want you to know where they're at and how you would type them if you had a number pad. If you do have a number pad, great. You can practice typing with it. If you don't, that's fine too. Just know where they're at because that's what your mastery project is going to be about. I'll talk about mastery projects in tomorrow's recording. All right, so your assignment for today is to work on Lab K7, which is going to be just filling out the number pad. If you need to look at a resource online, that's fine too to help you out. When you're done, remember to turn it into Schoology. All right, that's going to do it for this lesson.